Hello and welcome to the 17th episode of The Random Talks, where we speak of everything and nothing at the same damn time. I'm pulling my Ariana Grande today because I'm kind of in my sweater weather vibe. So if you see my energy is very, calm, maybe nonchalant even, it's just keep that in mind. It's also 12:13 if you can't see that. It's also 12:13, so you guys know I don't get sleep, so I'm not going to sleep anytime soon, but it's those 3 hours, they still hit. I'm gonna start off this episode with Reddit confessions because I don't know, something in me was like, girl, talk about people business, because I don't want to talk about my business this episode. Maybe I'll talk about it a little bit, but I don't want to talk about my business. So I was like, let me talk about someone else's business, right? That's always fun. This person stated, I want my toxic friend to ruin my life. And you know what? I'm not even going to say what I want to say. I'm just going to read it, because you can't judge a book by its cover. Maybe they have valid reasoning as to why they want their life ruined. So let's find out if that's the case. So first, some context. I had a friend in high school. She had a lot of potential, like really smart, funny, and super nice. She was dating this guy all of our friend group warned her about. He cheated on her multiple times, but she kept going back. Eventually, he got her pregnant and she had to drop out of college and started working because she wanted to keep the baby, hoping he would stay. He didn't. She would end up getting pregnant by him 2 more times. Now she has 3 kids and is a single mother. The deadbeat dad recently got engaged. She is like super bitter and spiteful and blames all of us, her old friends, for abandoning her. I had a crush on her at one point, but now I have this fantasy of her coming back into my life and dragging me down to her level, doing everything she can to ruin my life, isolate me, and make me socially dependent. I want her to cut me off from everyone I know, take control of my life, and make me just as bitter and toxic as she is. Like, I don't know why, but seeing how she has let herself go, wasted all her potential, and ended up with a pretty shitty life, I want that. Seeing the bitter, spiteful person she has become, a woman who refuses to take any ownership of her problems and blaming everyone else. It's really hot to me, like her bitterness infecting me and warping me into her, to just be a used up, horrible woman who hates the world. Why do I want this? Why specifically her? It seems as if you seeing her not, take accountability for her actions, I guess it attracts you because maybe you've always had to and you've never had the chance to like really fuck up. As I'm just assuming. Of course, I don't know you. I don't know your life. But maybe you haven't had that chance to really fuck up. So you're seeing someone who all they do is, have fuck ups in life. And maybe she doesn't believe her life is shitty. Maybe she doesn't believe her life is full of fuck ups. But, to each their own. Personally, I want to understand if it's the struggle that you're attracted to, or if it's the meanness that was built up due to her trauma that you're attracted to. Because there's something odd there that's making your heart go, oh my God. This is another level of self-sabotage. Like, I've seen people really let themselves go purposefully. But mate, you're saying that you want this person to ruin your life. You want them to make you just as bitter and cold and sad. That's odd. Have you ever thought about getting a therapist? Let me just ask you, you need someone to talk to. Maybe you have too much time on your hands, or maybe you don't have enough. You want to spice up your life, and I'm telling you, this is not the way to do that. Like, there is other ways for you to get a rush, a thrill. Go jump out of a fucking plane if you need to get that little thrill. But ruining your life, or letting someone ruin your life, like getting turned on by the thought of someone ruining your life and genuinely wanting them to, not gonna lie, dude, it's a little concerning. Hey, but that's not my life, that's your life. That's your life. But you want your toxic friend to ruin your life. I personally have never heard of it. Very new to me. Am I judging? Is this like a type of kink? Let's see if this is a type of kink. I'm personally not seeing any results for someone that wants their life ruined as a kink, but I'm pretty sure that it's out there. Like, I'm literally not going to be surprised if it's out there. But girl, the next story's title is I kind of like fucking ugly girls. Would hate to be on that roster. You know what? Let's see what he says first before I say anything. But damn, imagine you know someone that posts this, you know they posted this, and you know you smashed. Like that just means ain't no problem with that. Not everybody gonna be fucking pretty. Not everyone's gonna be goddamn appealing to everyone. That's okay. You know what I mean? I know I look like a fucking thumb. Like, I'm not gonna, I don't even want to get into it. All right, whatever. I had a brief history of sex addiction in college. Okay, let's get into it. I caught over 100. Nothing and you know what? I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Hopefully you don't have any sexually transmitted diseases. I'm not saying that because you sleep with a whole bunch of people you will, but I have to say kudos to you, because that means that you were being, you probably weren't protected every time, but the fact that you didn't say if you do have any, if you say if you don't, but I'm just going to assume that you don't, congratulations, that's great. I caught over 100 bodies from the beginning of my freshman year to my last semester. And I had a very unhealthy relationship with sex. I didn't respect myself and needed physical attention to feel validated in a woman's eyes. Trauma history, only somewhat relevant here. But a lot of the girls I picked were far below my league. Not that I'm the sexiest man on the planet, but I am more than fairly attractive and very good at talking. My charisma and ability to find a conversation is off the wall, so it was never difficult to find a woman to hook up with. But I seem to almost always go for ugly ones. I'm trying to think about why, and the best answer I can think of is that since I was looking for female validation and surrendering my body to someone I didn't care for deeply, I sought some kind of power or ego trip in the situation, so I could feel good about myself while doing it. Something about knowing that you're out of their league and that they're gonna go tell their friends about me and show them pictures of me and shit when it's over. It's just so enticing and a massive turn on. I know I sound like a massive prick, douchebag, fuckboy for saying this, but I've come to terms with my past and I'm trying to be better now. Anyways, I just had this realization recently while doing some self-reflection and wanted to get it off my chest. So you're a slut. Okay. No, I'm not slut shaming. That's great. Great for you. 100 bodies in college. 100 bodies in college. That's it's not completely unheard of, but it's not very common. Sounds like you were easy, mate. I mean, hey, whether you like fucking ugly bitches or not, a win is a win for them because they still got to smash. You did too. Consensual adults. I don't see how that's really a problem. The problem, I guess, it stems from the fact that you said you kind of like fucking ugly girls. Were you attracted to them? No, you weren't. You were attracted to the thought that they are gonna stroke your dick. Ooh, I can't say that. Well, they were gonna stroke your ego. Sort of say you're attracted to the fact that, ooh, I know I'm out of this person's league. They're gonna go tell their friends. They're gonna fantasize about me. They're gonna say that I'm the hottest guy they've ever fucked. I'm gonna be honest with you, they're just trying to bust a nut. And I get it. Due to societal norms, there are people that are deemed as ugly due to standards that we have in society. But that don't mean that they about to do all that, partner, bro. They just trying to bust a nut. Like, what the fuck? The fact that you really think that some of these women are like, oh my God, I just slept with the hottest man. I have to go tell my friends. Like, girl, no, you don't even have your name saved in their phone. You're just a number. But then again, I don't know. But it's just funny to see that you're attracted to the superiority, like you said, that, ooh, I'm out of this person's league. You think being funny and hot makes you out of someone's league? That means it's just very surface level for you. And I guess that's a great thing because it's been working out for you. You've been 100 bodies, you little slut. You've been doing great. I'm happy for you, in fact. But I have to admit, you might want to bring down that ego because as time goes on and your body begins to drop and your looks tend to fade, I wonder how the shoe will feel on the other foot, because looks don't last forever. That personality got to smack though, but looks don't last forever. So I'm just interested in seeing what this person feels in 30, 40 years. Come back, spin the block again, when you hit 60 to 70? Like, tell us, what do you think? How was life going for you when you started getting old and ugly? And not saying when you get old you necessarily get ugly, but for some reason, like this person said, they're not the hottest guy. I just feel like this person is gonna get old, ugly, crinkly. I feel like their skincare isn't really the best. I'm just saying this. There's something. There's something about it. It's like I can smell them through the phone. So I just wonder. Yeah, keep us updated. Let us know. Did you get ugly and insecure, or did that ego just stay like that? Next story is NSFW, sleeping with family op. I already know I'm gonna have to bleep out a lot of things, so if I go like that, then just understand. You know what I mean? It's getting crazy. So, throwaway account just in case, but I'm 18, hooked up with my aunt's ex-best friend, 34 female. For privacy reasons, I'll call her Jane. I met Jane when I was about 9 or 10, back before I had any real attraction to women. Is this about to get fucking weird? Bro, this is confessions, so I can't really judge too much, but fuck, is this about to get weird? But she was childhood best friends with my aunt until about 6 years ago, when my aunt started dating a loser who got her onto drugs. After that, they cut contacts. I haven't seen Jane since. My parents have unfortunately always taken my aunt's side, so Jane was painted as a bad guy. Now, fast forward to present day. I was a cashier at a convenience store. It's a slow night, and you guessed it, I rang up Jane. We catch up and I end up getting her number. We chat off and on and nothing happens until we run into each other at a farmer's market. Here we talk again and she asks me if I want to hang out at her place. I accept, not thinking too much of it. We get back to her place and we watch a movie. As we watch, she inches closer to me and I'm harder than a rock. We start making out as I'm... Oh my God, can I say this on YouTube? Girl, I'm getting paid now. Can I say this? I'm gonna just say, as I'm rubbing her leg. She starts getting undressed, so I follow and we bang on the sofa, and I end up finishing inside of her. I spend the night and we went at it over 7 times. When she dropped me off back home the next day, she's dry at a parking lot nearby. I haven't had time to spend the night again due to work, but I drop by about every other day where we hook up. Jane is an incredible woman and I do love her. Oh, I'm scared of my parents finding out and disowning me. Oh, wow. Okay, well, first things first, lock Jane up. Lock Jane up. Police, check their bags. Yeah, her over there with the purse. Check Jane. Because, bitch, what the fuck do you mean you knew me since I was 9? 18 is, it'd be different if you're like, okay, she seen me when I was like 9 and now I'm like 20. It's still not that different because it's like you watched me grow up. But it's like, you seen me when I was 9, I'm 18. 9 years later, all of a sudden you're fucking me? That's weird. Jane, her over there with the purse. Her over there with the purse. Like, check her bag. I don't know what she got in there, but she has something. Check her mind. Check her mind. You're weird. You're funny, but not in a good way. Not haha. Weird. Funny, weird. First of all. Second of all, son, you're being used. You're being used. You're being used. You're not in love. You just met her. You met a... Okay. Let me calm down. Let me calm down when I say this, okay? Listen to me, 18-year-old boy. Yes, I'm going to say boy, even though I'm 21 and you're 18. You're a boy. She's a grown woman. She's 34. Sorry to say this, but you're definitely an object in her life right now. You are probably not a love interest, okay? When women get older, they get hornier. And 30s is when it spikes. Sir, you're an 18-year-old man, boy. Especially in this book, you're a boy to her. You're being used and you're not in love. This is probably your first time getting some good poom poom or getting some poom poom that from a person that knows what to do with it. And you think you're whipped. You're not whipped. You're poom poom whipped. You're poom poom whipped. And this is not the first time you are going to be poom poom whipped. So you are not in love with this woman. You need to stay away from her. You need to tell Jane to stay her fucking ass away from you. That's what the fuck she needs to do. And then also, I feel like there is more to this than what is being presented, because all the adults in your life don't fuck with Jane. There has to be like a valid reason as to why all of these adults in your life don't fuck with Jane. And then Jane's big, nasty, stupid, stinky, ugly, stinky butt ass wants to go and fuck you, knowing damn well that your family does not fuck with her. that's weird. Like, you need to look at it like this. Okay, if it was me, I'd be like, okay, I think Jane is fucking weird because you know my family don't fuck with you. Like, are you trying to do some revenge porn? Not saying like revenge porn because she's recording it, but it's like, is this like a revenge fuck type of thing? Like, oh yeah, that's why I fucked your nephew. Like, what are we doing here, Jane? It's weird. It's scary out here. Okay, I don't think I can accept behavior like that, especially from an adult. Like, you're 34, you're not 25, you're 34, and you watched him when he was 9. That's what keeps throwing me off, because it's like, you seen him as a child, like you seen him as a boy, and it's only been 9 years. It's only been 9 years since he was 9, girl. Oh gosh, it's spooky. Young man, go find someone your age to mess with, okay? Because that grown-ass woman is gonna do nothing but break your heart, unfortunately. Of course, have fun while it lasts. Have a blast while it lasts. But your love, you might fall in love for real. But whether this love is good for you or not is up for debate, okay? Just be careful with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. But learn to put yourself first, because she's already lived a good portion of her life, okay? 34, she's already lived a good portion of her life. You're 18, your life is just getting started. You go out there and you be the best that you can be, okay? And I don't know if the best that you could be is with a 34-year-old woman that's seen you grow up, son. I'm gonna be honest with you. But who the fuck am I? I'm just a girl and talking in front of a camera in her house. Talking into a camera, I'm just staring into this fucking lens. It's like looking into a black void. And then I have to go back and go and edit it, and I'm looking at myself, look at me, and I'm like, oh God. You know? So who the fuck am I? Fuck me. Fuck me. And then this person commented, at the age of 18, if you're banging a woman at her sexual peak, you're going to feel like you love her. Have your fun and know when to walk away. Perfect. He said it perfectly. The last confession I have here is, I'm lying to my family and friends that I have a job, but in reality, I have been unemployed for a couple of months and drowning in debts to multiple online lending apps. I have been lying to my family and friends for 4 months now that I have a job, but I don't, and I'm still looking, but luck is not on my side. I resigned from my previous job a couple of months ago because I was not compensated enough for the workload that I was doing. My workload is for 2 to 3 people, but I was not compensated enough by my previous company. Hence, that company decided to increase the daily salary of my workmate who doesn't even have any workloads, and some has a higher salary, and the boss did not want to give them any workload. Hence, I got burned out and decided to quit my job. My relatives said that I should get over it and endure. According to him, it's better to have a small salary than nothing. Yeah, he is right about that, but I can't tolerate the unfair treatment any longer by the company, and the anger is boiling down on me, and it affected my performance at work, and I don't want to even wake up in the morning to go to work. So I lied that I already had a new job offer so I could quit. You may think that I should have been very smart and that I should not have quit my job and waited until I was offered another job. But I can't wait to get out of that toxic company until I got an offer. And for context, I can't even make time to look or apply for new jobs if I stayed, since I have too many workloads. I'm the type of person who is serious about getting my task done. I even volunteered for 3 days at that company without pay just to train and give pointers to the new employee since she was hired after my official resignation date. That is how dedicated I am to every job I take. And you a dumbass. I'm gonna continue reading, but I just needed to stare at the camera and tell you what the fuck you are. You're dumb. And nobody tell you gonna do that shit. You want to get worked like a horse, you're going to get worked like a horse. But now you ain't get no money because you went and quit because you noticed you was being worked like a goddamn horse, and you going to go over there and help and for no pay? You're stupid. Now it has been 4 months since then, and I haven't found my luck yet. I only have 2 years of experience in a corporate job since when I graduated from college. The COVID pandemic hit and resulted in me selling online. I am eyeing to work remotely since I am an only child and I have a sick mother to take care of as well. But luck is not on my side. The industry is very competitive, and there are a lot of job applicants who have way more experience than I am. I live in a province/town, and most remote companies wanted to hire employees who live in a city. To survive, I rely so much on online lending apps that I have so many applications just to pay the other debts and other side hustles to make ends meet. I wanted to get out, but I didn't find a single job offer until recently. I am offered to have a practical test next week to a certain virtual assistance company. I hope I can make the cut and they will offer me the job. Maybe this is karma for being ungrateful to my past and being the worst human being. I don't know. I hope God will forgive me, and I swear I will do better this time. Fingers crossed for next week. I hope I can get the job. I'm kinda slightly in the same situation. I'm not being like worked like a dog, but there are some unfair treatments at my job that I honestly I can't do anymore. So I've been saving up so I can eventually leave the job, maybe take a month or two off, focus on doing podcasting, because I didn't want to say it yet because I didn't want to get y'all hopes up, but I'd prefer to post 2 times a week. I only post once every 2 weeks. I don't feel like that's enough for you guys. I don't feel like that's enough for me, especially it being something that I'm so passionate about. And that's due to my lack of time. I'm starting classes next week and I work full time. So it's hard for me to even edit at all because I'm always at work or I'm home recording or editing. And it's like there's only so many hours in the day and night. But so I understand what they're saying when it comes to, you know, the mistreatment at work and wanting to just leave. But for me personally, if I were to quit my job right now, I would really only be able to cover my ass for 1 month. So I'd be on the street, which is why I'm still getting my big ass up and I'm still going to work, because I'm waiting for another situation to arise where I can even be able to gamble like, okay, I'll start this job here. It'll give me 2 weeks to record like 7 episodes and I can help myself get in advance. You know, I'm trying to find solutions with what I have. It's called being responsible. Personally, I do not believe that you are necessarily responsible in this instance. Now, like I said, I am definitely on board for leaving a job. I love that shit. I always tell people, bro, you don't owe these jobs shit unless it's your company. Unless it's your shit, you owe these jobs shit, because why? You're just a number. It's sad to say, but you're just a number. So you being just a number, you could leave this job whatever the fuck you want. You don't owe these people anything, which is why I was like, you went back there for 3 days of unpaid work for what? Who are you trying to prove something to yourself? Fuck that job. You could have been using that time to go and apply for new places, to go and walking into businesses and handing out your resume. You go and you give your resume to a company, they can't legally throw that shit away. They ain't got no choice but to look at your big ass face. So it's like, come on now. Come on. Like, I understand. But do I believe, especially being in the situation that you're in, let me read. What did it say? For instance, you're an only child and you have a sick mother. So you knowing that you have your mother to take care of, do you really think it was responsible for you to leave this job knowing you have someone to take care of in addition to yourself and being the only person that can take care of that person? Do you think it was responsible for you to quit that job and then go into debt because you couldn't take care of, like, I feel like it would have been better if you thought things through instead of letting your emotions control your actions. It's great that this happened. It's unfortunate, but it's great that it happened because it taught you a good lesson of not letting your emotions control or dictate your actions. You cannot help what happens to you, but you can help how you react. And unfortunately, your reaction to what was happening to you got you in multiple forms of debt. So even when you get this job, you'll be working to pay off that debt, which is unfortunate, but that's a consequence to your actions. You're an adult and you gotta acknowledge, you fucked up. I get it. We all fucked up. Right now, I want to quit this job so bad. And I'm not going to lie. Today, I was about to put in my 2 weeks. No job lined up. God got me, which is true. I'm like, God got me, if it's meant for me, it's meant for me. I'm applying to places. I'm looking. If it happens, it happens. But at the same time, I'm the reason that these lights are on in this house. I have a cat, 2 rabbits, and my big ass neck to feed. So you think I'm just going to go and quit this job? I can't. I'm the only person taking care of myself. And I'm helping taking care of my family at times. So it's like, bro, I have no choice. I have no choice. Me being the responsible adult, I'm over here recording at motherfucking 1 o'clock in the morning because I have a career. I have a goal. but I also have a job that I need to wake up for in the morning. So it's like, I'm sitting here recording this. After I do this, I might edit for a little bit, but I'm going to take my big neck ass to bed so I can wake up and go and make some money, nigga. You weren't on your shit, and I get it. You were too locked in with your own emotions, but you needed to lock into your bag. Also, I noticed how common it is for people to lie about having a job to their family, and it turns out the whole time they were taking out loans and being broke. Which I understand, because some families, like, you literally cannot communicate. I can't communicate shit to my mom. Shit to my mom. What? She feels the type of way. She's like, okay, bye, hang up. Boop. Oh, okay, bye. I'm leaving the room. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, there's no communication. It's hard. So I get it. Like, I get the lack of communication can cause you to feel as if you need to lie. And then that lie, it's like a snowball effect, and then the lie becomes a big ass fucking mountain, which in this case it did. But it's way more common than you think for people to lie about things like this, or even with school. I'm not sure if you guys know of the case, trigger warning, but there's a case of this girl. She lied and told her parents, oh yeah, I'm in college, I'm going to school, blah 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 blah, I'm in a dorm. She was staying in the dorms at times, but the school was like, girl, if you're not in school, why the fuck are you sleeping on our campus? You need to get your big ass, you need to go. And she was like, oh my god, I can't let my parents know. And then her mom found out, and she unalived her mom. I understand that it might be hard to communicate things with your parents or even with your family. Don't let them build into a bigger problem. Like, I feel like if you just address it and nip it at the butt, it's gonna be harsh, but it's gonna be way better than letting the snowball turn into a mountain and trying to shovel it away, because it's gonna take forever, or it might not ever get done. Like, I don't know. That's just some advice from a girl sitting in front of her camera. Like I said, who the fuck am I? I know I said that was the last confession, but then I seen this one. I don't know if it's going to be good quality because the paragraph is kind of short, but I just wanted to bring it up. Let's see. This person said, I think my girlfriend's mom wants to fuck me. Ooh. One day I was at my girlfriend's mom's house waiting to go to work, and my girlfriend's mom had somewhat of a drinking problem and had been so drinking. Don't piss me off with this grammar, all right? I already know what this fucking paragraph is gonna look like. So I go to check on her and see if she's good, if she needs anything, and the entire time we were talking, she was blatantly staring at through my gray sweatpants and biting her lip. She says she's good, so I go on about my business. Fast forward about an hour later, I'm sitting at the dining table waiting to leave, and she walks down the stairs with nothing on but a t-shirt. No pants, no panties. Then looks up and sees me and acts surprised, says, oh my god, and runs back up the stairs. I saw her and her, oh my god. I think she's super hot, and I think I wanna F her tonight, so I accidentally sent her a pic from me in the tub. Risky move, I know. What do you guys think? I think that you're a piece of shit. I'm trying to think of whether or not I would crash out if I was a girlfriend. I'm very interested to not only know the ages of everyone in this scenario, but also what the mom did after you sent her that picture. Like, did she actually bite, or did she say, hey, your boyfriend's a little fucking freak and he sent me this, just so you know? Was that for you? Because he sent me this. Maybe the excuse would be, oh my god, I'm sorry, I looked up your name and your mom came up and I accidentally pressed your name and then mom. Like, you know, I don't know what you could lie and say to save your ass, but I'd prefer if you didn't save your ass. I'd prefer if you were exposed for the piece of shit, nasty prick that you are. You're weird. Like, her mom, your girl. Do you not like your girlfriend? Do you not love your girlfriend? Like, is your girlfriend even your girlfriend, or is she just your mate at this point? Like, who the fuck is she? Do you want her? Why are you going for her mom? Like, it's one thing to get cheated on, but it's like, my mom, I'm dying to know whether or not the mom bit. Like, there's just no way. What do y'all think? What do you guys think? Why? It's like, why? There's things that you do in life. There's things that you don't do. Like, well, I mean, I don't give a fuck. Your karma's gonna be horrible. You might lose a toe or some shit. Like, you never know. Or it might not even be you. If you have kids in the future, it might be your kids. Y'all just don't know. You be doing some trifling ass shit, and the karma's not always going to go to you. It's gonna go to people that you love and you know. That's fucked up. I feel bad for anyone that is, like, in your life that you care about, because they're gonna get your fucking karma. Damn. Y'all gotta think before you do dumbass, rude ass, malicious shit like this. You sent your girlfriend's mom a dick picture. What if she wasn't even feeling you and you were overthinking it? You cyber assaulted your girlfriend's mom. And you gonna ask me, what do I think? 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 That's what you gonna ask me? Motherfucker. For my next segment, latest obsessions. I don't have any books, anime, or I know I do have a show. Okay, I have 2 shows. Or movies. There you go. I don't have any books, animes, or movies for this week, but I do have music, because I will always have music. Y'all know that's all I listen to. I'm never in fucking silence unless every now and then. It depends. Depends on the day. But for music, we have before I say that, this week I have been in kind of an episode where I'm just not really rocking, I'm not really feeling it. And like I said, if I'm not really feeling the vibe, I'm not gonna get on here and jump and be like, I'm not acting. This is my fucking show. If you want to see me happy all the time, then go to my episodes where I'm happy. Don't come to the ones where I'm feeling neutral. If I'm feeling a little sad, don't. Because it's not going to intrigue you. I'm just going to be a fucking prick and an asshole. If you don't want to see me be a prick and an asshole on my fucking show, then I get it. It's real. That's real. I can't even judge you. I can't judge you. But just click off the video. You know what I mean? So my music taste has been reflecting my week. I've actually been having a great week, but I've just been feeling a bit sad. You know what I'm saying? So the first song that we have here is One More Love Song by Mac DeMarco. And the quote I have states, "Another try, another go. Never thought you'd feel this low. Another dream put to bed. After all this time, it turns out all you had is one more love out to break your heart. Set it up just to watch it fall apart." Not gonna lie. This week I've been feeling extra lonely, or not even necessarily lonely, just I don't know if I should even bring this up on a podcast because it's so new, fresh, and raw. Debating whether I'll do that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Yeah, maybe I won't for now. Maybe I'll eventually bring it up just because it's really fresh and I don't know who's gonna watch this video. So I don't that was an ugly face, first of all. So I don't want to say anything that might get me fucked up. It might get me what I got going on. You know what I mean? But just know that my romantical life has surprisingly been very well, but also very shitty. Next song is Cellophane by FKA Twigs. And the quote I have here is, "And I just want to feel you're there. I don't want to have to share our love. I try, but I get overwhelmed, all wrapped in cellophane. The feelings that we had." And she follows it by saying, "And didn't I do it for you? Why didn't I do it for you? Why don't you do it for me when all I do is for you?" Bro, what is my music taste to this week? Girl, I thought we was lit. We're not lit. At least it's not a Lana Del Rey week. Oh my gosh. I can see at least it's not a Lana Del Rey week. When it's a Lana Del, if all 3 of these songs are Lana Del Rey, check on me. The day, because I feel like it'll come. The day will come. I feel like the sky is going to open. The day that all of these songs, all 3 songs that I, talk about in this segment are Lana. Ooh, and it also depends from which album. Ooh, you should be concerned. Just check on me hey girl, you good, girl? You good, girl? Anyway, last song I have here is Far Away by Stacy. And the quote I have states, "Wind in my hair and it's all right. Finally into the light. Took to the coast with my best friends. Leave all our troubles behind. 'Cause sometimes it feels like the world's coming down. With some kind of illness, no cure to be found. But it's all right, you say. That was yesterday. And in a dream, we are far away." I'm kind of thinking about doing covers of these songs in particular, especially One More Love Song by Mac DeMarco. Because I like the way that my voice sounds with that song. But this singing career that I'm thinking of, it's really just a thought, because if I sing, then I gotta become a singer. That's kind of whack. No, becoming a singer is not whack, but it's just I feel like the music community, the music industry, it's toxic. The entertainment industry in general is really toxic, and I'm not only dabbling my foot in there, but I'm literally trying to dive headfirst. But the music industry is just a different type of toxic. It's like, ooh, climb those charts. Ooh, you gotta go perform. Like, I mean, look at what the fuck is happening to Chappelle. Do I say that? Chapel? Girl, I don't know how to pronounce their name. But it's like, look at what's happening to them. Unfortunately, all they stated was that they wanted to be treated like a human being. And people lost their shit. Oh, well, that's what comes with. It doesn't make it right. Even if that's what comes with the Lord. Like, it's weird. So I don't want to be an artist and then all of a sudden niggas is on my dick and I can't say what I want to say because they're going to shit and throw it at a wall. Like, bro, I'm not cleaning that up. I'm going to say what I need to say. And that's, you know, that's going to run me into a few brick walls at some point. I know that for sure. I'm gonna have to bite my tongue at some point. They're gonna silence me, y'all. I know it. Don't worry. It's okay. I'm gonna still be me. I'm gonna still be real as fuck, but I know I'm gonna get silenced one day. Knock on wood. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it doesn't happen, but like, bro, let's be honest. The only reason why you hear is because I'm real as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna be fake. I don't have a need to be fake. I don't make money from this full time. Now, like I always say, if I start making some money, girl, there will be signs. Like, there will be less cursing. You know, there will be more substitutes. There will be signs. I won't say nothing, but there will be signs. Spooky. It's gonna be spooky signs. So that's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, so next for shows, we have Interview with the Vampire Girl. Cause where the fuck? Cause why the fuck? This shit came out in 2022 and no one told me. That's weird because my favorite movie is Interview with the Vampire. Not my favorite. It's one of my favorites. Like, that's insane. That's one of my favorite movies. And to know that they made a series and the main character is a black man. He light skinned, but he's still black. So I was like, oh my God. Yeah. There's a scene that I just could not stop watching in the beginning. You know, it was definitely giving MMF. And I was like, oh, I didn't mean to yell like that. But I was like, oh, spooky. Like, in a great way. I'm going to read the description of the show. And it says, in the year 2022, the vampire Louis Dupont... Girl, you see, I don't know nothing about the French. You seen the French, they colonized my people. And I still don't know how to fucking pronounce French names. Ain't that some shit? All I know is Jean-Baptiste. And Jean Cook, even though that's Korean. The vampire Louis de Ponty du Lac lives in Dubai, and he seeks to tell the story of his life or afterlife to renowned journalist Daniel Malloy. Beginning in early 20th century New Orleans, Louis' story follows his relationship with the vampire Lestat du Lincourt and their formed family, including teen-fledged Claudia. Together, the vampire family endures immortality in New Orleans and beyond. As the interview continues in Dubai, Malloy discovers the truths beneath Louis' story. I already know it's juicy because I'm in episode 1 and I'm salivating. Not now. I'm past episode 1 now. I think I'm on episode 3. Or episode 4. I don't know. The nights just got longer and I stopped looking at time. I had to put my phone away. All I did was write it down in the latest obsessions category and I put this motherfucking phone away and I was like, I need to lock in on this because, girl, if you're my close friends, born for Maine, forced to close friends, because I still got people that know me from school and I'm not lit, so it's not like I feel like they're gonna be judging me more, which at the same time I don't give a fuck, but I'd rather put it in my close friends so I wouldn't have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not really appropriate to be putting titties on Instagram. It's not my titties, it's a girl in the movie titties. They look great. They look fucking amazing. First of all, this is why I'm like gay. It's one of those. And I'm not just saying that because I have I'm not going to say an obsession, but I have an attraction to vampires. Vampires, Edward, you did this to me. You're just not like other boys. You just did it to me. Next show I have here is Average Joe, and the description is, after his father dies, a plumber discovers many of the secrets he kept, including one about the money he stole from criminals who now want it back. Girl, imagine your dad was a fucking plumber and you're like, oh my God, dad, like he lives such an ordinary life. You wore the same 3 t-shirts. Like, you know, I miss you, dad, blah, 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 blah. And it turns out he was stealing money from big drug dealers moving shit. Huh? And now they want to come and collect. You don't know where the fuck the money is. What do you mean you want to come and collect? I'm scared. Dad, why? Why can't you just write a note and you knew what you would get us into? You know that. You trying to take us down all with you? You got me fucked up. Oh, you have me fucked up. Oh, I would jump into that casket too. I'll jump into that casket with him. Now let's get into the free flow segment. I might do like a little jug with the free flow. I'm trying to see what I could do because latest obsession has latest obsessions, but I'm trying to see what we could do for free flow. You know, we'll see. We'll get there. This is fairly new. We're just having fun. So this person states, I regret moving out. I am a 28-year-old female. I recently moved out on my own for the first time. I got a little studio for me. At first glance, it looked nice and clean. Not the best neighborhood, but decent. I work in the area, so I'm used to it. But I have a bug problem. I am terrified of bugs and I don't know what to do. I've done everything I've read and advice friends, family, co-workers, and everyone else have passed to me. I've wiped the walls with boiling water, bleach, Fabuloso, and peppermint oil. I set 2 foggers off before I moved anything in, and I'm still seeing bugs. Tomorrow pest control will be by. I had to argue with the property manager to even pay for it. I'm pretty clean, so I don't know what it could be. It's a separate unit, so it's not apartment style. I feel like I'm at my wits and I want to break the lease. My mom says just to come home, but I don't know. I feel like I'm giving up too soon. I feel so silly and childish. Edit, I should probably clarify, I don't regret moving out. This was a tremendous step for me, but I am starting to have second thoughts and I could be letting my mind take over. The bugs are terrifying me though. Not gonna lie, I have some tea. When I first moved into this apartment, girl, this was before I even got Neko. Like, I got Neko maybe 2 to 3 weeks, almost a month after I moved in. Lord, when I fucking tell you, one night after I packed, I walked into the living room and I bust the corner to go to my kitchen and I seen a mouse on my fucking sink. Like a mouse. First of all, that was my first time seeing a mouse. I've never in my life put myself through such behavior in a household because I'm a clean woman. So I seen that and I was like, oh yeah, it's up. I thought it was a rat. First of all, I thought it was a rat because I seen it, I screamed and it ran and it ran under the sink. And I was like, oh, okay, we're not doing that. I recorded a video and everything, sent it to my mom and that bitch started laughing. Sent it to my mom and she started laughing. Hee hee ha. Hee hee ha. You think it's funny? I move out of your house. I have a rat in my house and you laugh. Hee hee ha. Eh? Gare kaka. Rete. I have a rat in my house. I really thought it was a rat. I almost ripped my heart out. So boom, I tell my landlord, I'm like, bro, this place has rats. And then another day goes by and I'm like noticing a whole bunch of roaches. I'm like, whoa, this place got roaches too? So then I tell him, I said, I moved into this place. I paid you all this money. Mind you, I paid almost 5 bands to move into this bitch in the hood. Mind you, I'm in the hood, but I'm 9 minutes away from work. So I can't really complain like her. So, but I'm like, yo, you need to do something about this. Right when that happened, a week later, he put all these traps in the house and then he had someone come in and patch up some holes. I haven't seen a mouse yet, but also I have a cat. So maybe my cat is standing on business because every now and then, I'm not going to lie, some cockroaches will like break into my house. Like they don't even come in. They break into my house. They break into my shit and Neko obliterates them. So thank goodness. I think you should just get an animal. Get an apex predator in your house and you'll be fine. Like I'm looking at this cat and she's just sleeping so quietly, soundly, beautifully on my chair, on my dining table chair. It's amazing. I love it. I come home, sometimes she just leaves its legs all over the place and I come home and I'm like, oh, Neko, you did a great job. I'm fucking terrified though, because I'm like, you're a monster. You tore its legs off and you didn't even kill it. Sometimes she'll just leave it, just, you know what I mean? Just roll it on the floor with no legs. No legs. Looking at me, meow. I'm like, yeah, it's lit. Like, I'm happy for you. Check her bag too. Like I'm that's stupid. But like, yeah. I would advise, I recently got something called, let me go and see what the name of this fucking shit is, because I recently got this, and I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely helped me with my roach problem. Like, I had roaches and then they went away, and then I got roaches again. But recently I only seen like one roach in the week. So mind you, I would prefer to see none. I would prefer to see zero. Zero. I would prefer to see zero, but you know, you gotta go with what you have in life. And I recently got this, I don't know how to pronounce this. Oh Lord. Harris diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous. Girl, just look up Harris diatomaceous earth. When I tell you this shit, it's like a little powder, and you put it in like the crevices. You can put it in a corner. I put it under the sink. I put it behind the oven. I put it behind the fridge, because the problem was really the kitchen, which is like absolutely disgusting, because that's where my food is. They would try and get in the fridge. It's nasty, but I made it nice, because you know I'm clean. So I made it nice. I made it nice and cute and clean, and then I put that shit on there, and I haven't seen them since. Like, I've seen literally one, and it was on my counter. I said, boop! Not my hand, ill. But you know, like, you kill it. And the thing is, I'm being real about this shit, because a lot of YouTubers will sit on here and they'll be talking shit. You got roaches, and they got rats in their house. So for me to sit here and be like giving you advice, hey, you know, I have roaches. This is how you kill them. Nigga, I live in a hood and I live by myself. Ain't nobody gonna sit here and tell you this like me, bruh. Who the fuck is telling you they got roaches? It's embarrassing. I hope none of my hosts, I hope no one sees this. I hope. But for my people that support me, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna tell you, like, hey bro, like, I used to have roaches. Let me help you out. Like, this is what I did. Would I want someone that I'm attracted to see, like, oh, she got roaches? Like, no, bro, no. But that's a sacrifice I need to make for me to be authentic and cool and honest with y'all, because why? I love you guys, because you guys support me for me, and me being me is being honest and telling you guys, like, you know, niggas is going through it, bro. You know, I live in a hood. You know, it's ratchet. I can't wait to move from here so I can show you guys where I used to live, because you're gonna be appalled. You're gonna gasp. Not, mind you, my place is real cute on the inside, but when you get outside, it's a war zone. You feel me? I've had my friend for my birthday. I had like a little get together thing at my house. Off topic. I had a little get together thing at my house. Most of my friends were like, "Bro, my car not gonna get robbed, right?" I said, "Well, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't." We'll just have to fuck around and find out. They want to keep the windows open. I said, bitch, you want to keep the windows open? All the lights in the house are on. I got these fucking fairy lights and LED. You think in the hood, nigga? You want to keep the windows open in the hood with the LED lights and the fairy lights and a wine. But with that being said, like, you know, try it out. See if it works. It worked for me. What works for me might not work for you. It is a crawling insect killer. So it's going to kill all types of fucking bugs. I'm about to go and order another one, because that shit lit. Again, this is what it is. If you can't see, oh my gosh, I hope you can see it. I hope you can see it. But if anything, I'll probably type it. Mind you, like I said, I do have a cat, so I'm very particular as to where I put this, because she's nosy. She want to see. So first of all, I make sure she's not in the room when I'm putting this places, because she's going to see where I'm going, and she's going to be like, what were you doing, mom? Like, move your big neck, you know? So I would advise being very cautious. If you have any animals, just be cautious, because you don't want this is something that's toxic. So you don't want them to be exposed to that. I'm not sure if they can be around, you know, cats and stuff, but I would just assume that it's not okay. But it's good for kitchen, door frames, bedrooms, and backyards. I also put it in my cabinets. So if you're having like problem with the roaches in the cabinets, or animals, the spiders in the cabinets, just put it on the hinges. Put it in the hinges, if anything, too, because that's where they tend to hide. And you'll be fine, girl. You'll be fine. Like, don't move out for that simple reason. Like you said, you worked very hard, and this is like a tremendous step in your life. Don't let that go away just for like something simple as in like bugs. You can handle that. Now, if it burned down, then okay, well, you can't really fix that. But bugs, yeah, don't let them kick you out of your space that first of all, you paid for. Hell no. And you ain't getting your deposit back. So don't do that. Just be careful, okay? Be mindful. Again, responsibility. I know. You can't help what happens to you, but you can help how you react. And girl, you need to put your foot down and get them roaches and pests out of your fucking house, okay? It's your shit. You can't let them run you out of your shit. You need to run them out. And run them out for good. All right, guys, that is gonna be the end of this episode. I think it might be a long one, but I'm not sure. I've just been letting this thing record and I've just been talking. I'm not like jumping off the walls too much. I hope I wasn't too chill for you guys. Like, I hope you still enjoyed yourself. If you like episodes like this, I guess let me know. But again, not every episode is gonna be entertainer. Like, it's just gonna be a chill vibe. Like, that's what the Random Talks is. I'm not dance monkey dance. Like, it's not me, it's not me. I'm not gonna just clap and dance when I don't feel like clapping and dancing, unless I'm jumping and clapping. But that's it. If you like the episode, take care, brush your hair, and wash that motherfucking derriere, girl. Wash it, you stink. And wash your bra. You've been wearing it too many days in a row. I know, I see you, I'm looking at you. I ain't judging you, but I'm just telling you, don't forget to wash your bra, because you gonna soak that shit in some water and it's gonna come out gray. Girl, yeah, wash your bra.